Okay, hi everyone, welcome to today's video. We are having want to wash our beans for AKARA or MOIMOI or both. So the focus for this video is let's see how to wash beans. Easy way. And some people say they pound their beans, they use mortar, some use blender, some use food processor. Now I think I've seen people use food processor, and I think I prefer to blender, because blender, no matter how you try to control the knob, if you notice, the water will be juicy. It's already taking out the richness from your beans, the nutrient from the beans. The water is usually milky in color. So but if you use a food processor, that's still better, much better. But for this process I'm going to show you today, we'll see how quickly we're going to in fact time ourselves on how long to take. This beans is about 2 derivatives. For those of us in Lagos, we wouldn't know how to measure it for those of us that use other things. So this is what we call derica. So I have 2 of this in here. Now sometimes it depends on your capability. You could wash one derica separately and then wash the other. But as an expert that I am, I can wash 2 dericas fast. Some people, before they finish washing it, will soak water, and once it soaks water, trust me, it is very difficult to manage because the bean starts breaking. So I'll just add some water. Now this water, just enough to wet the beans. It shouldn't be too much, just enough to wet the beans so that it doesn't soak. Once it's soaked, some people say leave it to soak, but I don't. I just rub it in for it to soak a bit. Some people say leave it for 10 minutes, my sister. I've tried those methods. And when you leave it to soak, before you finish washing or you put so much water, it will start breaking, but it would have soaked, taken in the water and start swelling. You can see it's already peeling off. So the purpose is to wet the skin, so that once you rub it, the friction helps in pulling it off. Don't mind my language, I'm a teacher, so I do my own cooking tutorials like a teacher so that you understand, because I believe when you understand the reason why you're doing what you're using, you could even apply it in other situations. So like I said, the purpose here for the water for me is to wet the skin so that it can easily rub off when it's still hard. If you allow it to soak, your beans will swell up and then start breaking. So you see this quantity of water, almost everything has been absorbed by the beans. So the next thing now is to scrub. It feels like it's too dry, so I'll just add it. But don't make it soak. Don't make sure it's not. So you see it's already coming off. So the goal is to make sure by the time you finish washing the beans, or through the beans washing process, the peel is off and the beans is still kind of hard, so it doesn't break off. So I'll just continue this. Like I said, I'm going to do the timing and let us know how long exactly we use in washing the beans. So if there's any, I'll keep washing off camera, then I'll show you each step I go. So for now, I'll wash for some time, tell you how long it took, and I'll show you the next step. So let's do the washing off camera. So so this is how far we've gone in about 3 minutes. So while I was scrubbing it, I noticed that it was kind of very dry, so I added a little more water. So just add enough water so that it's not too dry. So like now it still looks a bit dry, so I'll add water and keep scrubbing. So look at in 2 minutes what we've achieved. So I want to make you understand that this method is actually good. So I went off camera because I like to sit down so I can have a good grip of my bowl and better relax. I can't stand doing this. It will stress me out and I won't get. So I like my comfortable position is sitting down on the floor. So even when I'm doing things that has to be a lot of chopping and all that, and I'm doing it manually, I like to sit on the floor and just be very, very comfortable. So do what works for you. If it's the blender, but this works well for me. So I'll come back again and give you updates in the next, say, 5 minutes. Well, thank you. You can see almost everything is gone. So I'll just rinse off so I can focus on those other parts. The water is coming. You get to still scrub it. So if you're not comfortable with this way, like I said, you can share it. For some people, this might be too much to handle, especially for a beginner. For a beginner, just start with like 1 derica or half the quantity you can handle. And then as you get better, you increase it. So at this point, I get to rinse, filter it. Because the water has to be kind of excess. So I'm going to have to separate into 2 batches. Let's see how it goes. So if you have any floating one, this is the right time to pick it off so that they don't enter, because guess what, you're not wasting anything. So now take my sieve, pour it into the sieve. Into my water. So instead of just standing and watching while the water is running in, you can keep giving it a scrub. That way, it doesn't really get to soak water and break. And at the same time, the ones that were not peeled will be going off. So it's like you're doing 2 things at the same time, getting in the water and scrubbing off the rest. I still have a lot of peels. Like I learned some people even use mortar and pestle. I think that's how people do it in those days. Some people still do it now. Anyways. So it's getting water. And it mustn't be perfect. I learned some of the peels are also nutritious. So the only thing is that if you have too much of it, it will change the color. So even it gives like a black color. Some people don't even wash. I know of the recipe where you don't peel. I think the Ghanaians also, if you not peel, just wash your beans normally and then blend. So it will give you a black color, trust me. So I kept washing the beans and rinsing. This aspect, like I earlier wrote, you have to be patient, else it could be time consuming. I think this is where the major work is. Rinsing, continuously rinsing off the skin to get all the skin out, and then separating. Like I said earlier, the skin is not bad, it only affects the color. It also has some nutritional value, so you decide whether to use this. You continue rinsing, or you just blend it like that. Some people blend like that, and the only thing that you need to put much more shumbo sachet to make it red, or else you keep rinsing till you get off all the skin. So finally, this is how it turned out, and I had to continue the rest of camera, and this is what I'm using to blend it. This is my pepper, shumbo, onion, garlic, ginger. So if you don't, you put it to your taste, because I want to use this put to make MOIMOI and for making AKARA. So AKARA doesn't require so much of this, so I used a little for the MOIMOI part, the AKARA beans, and then most of it was for. So what I actually did was I blended this one separately, put a few in the together, just to give a general redness that is okay for AKARA. Then I blended, before I blended that, I blended this the bell pepper and the shumbo, most of it I blended and kept, then still use that blender to blend the remaining, to blend the beans. So the beans had enough redness that was okay for the AKARA, while the MOIMOI I then poured in the remaining of the peppers and onion that I blended. So it turned out well. Please like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. We've worked hard to produce this, and look out for the part 2 and then 3, where I'll be making AKARA and MOIMOI with it. So I think part 2 make AKARA, then part 3 will make MOIMOI. So please watch out for the next video. Bye. Thank you for your time.